Hello Capricorn, this is your oracle card reading for the month of August 2018. I've already shuffled the cards. I have this spread out in front of me. I'm going to be referring to it as I do this video. So for you, beginning of the month, what I'm seeing is there's a potential here for you to be breaking up with somebody. There's also a potential here where you're either learning something new about a partner from your past, or if you've been going through this breakup cycle with somebody, I feel like in August you're finally going to get that resolution and the relationship can end, and you're going to figure out how to do that. So this could be somebody you've been with for a while and you've been trying to break up and you just weren't sure how to do it, and then you're like, oh, this is how we can do this and resolve it successfully. And I do say successfully because I feel like this is a good situation for you. And I feel like after this happens, you're going to feel better about yourself too. I'm not sure if this is romantic or like business. I feel it's probably romantic, but it could also just be a man you've been working for or working with that you no longer want to work with, and instead of breaking up in a romantic way, you're quitting. However that manifests for you in your situation. Now, I do see a new man who's being very sweet with you. This is somebody different. This is a different man than the one you're breaking up with. This is a man who is very good for you. I'm not sure if this is somebody you're going to be in a long-term relationship with, but it's somebody who's being romantic with you now and who's kind of being very sweet. He's helping you to be more successful. Maybe he's helping you financially in some way, as well as romantically, but there's definitely a romantic connection with this new guy who I see. So you're breaking up with somebody, a new guy's coming in, and the new guy is romantic and being sweet. This guy's okay, but just keep in mind that he's in romance mode right now, so he's giving you the best version of himself, which is great, but once this honeymoon phase is over, he might not be as romantic and as loving as you think he is right now. Like, he's putting his best foot forward as one does in a new relationship, but once you get to know him and you've been spending some more time with him, he might be a little bit more intellectual, maybe a little bit more cold, and not as in touch with his emotions as he is right now. It's not a deceitful thing. It's just you're in the honeymoon phase right now. So you're only seeing the romantic good sides of this person. And then once you kind of settle in for the long haul, you're going to see a new side of him. I am seeing a potential here for you to work with a group of people. Not solo, working with a group. This is going to be something new that you haven't done before. It's a new situation. It's related to money. And it's going to be helping you to make money in a new way. This could be a side job, like a part-time job. This could be something you do on the side in addition to your full-time job. And if it is a full-time job, like a new full-time job, it would be something like completely radical to what you're doing right now. A big change. But I really feel like it's more side work, something on the side, and not necessarily steady, like it's an up and down income stream. And you're going to be doing it with a group of people, and it's very new. So this is something you're either going to be launching this month, or an opportunity that comes to you this month. And there's an entrepreneurial spirit connected with this. So that's why it might be a little bit unusual for you, because it's not as steady or traditional. It's not like a 9-to-5 job. You might be treating it like one, but it's a different type of work, something you're doing for yourself. either like starting your own business or working from home. Maybe this is you working from home in your free time and making more money that way. And I feel like there could be a connection here to family too. So that's why I said maybe working from home. But as we go forward, there is a situation here with your mother. There's a lot of mother energy here. This could be something about you and your own mother. And this could also be a relationship where you're the mother and I'm seeing you interacting with your daughter. And it might be a little bit stressful, but it looks like it looks more like it's a readjustment period than anything else. It's not that the two of you are fighting or there's drama or conflict. It's a stormy situation. So it's not as good as it could be, but I feel like this is just change in the relationship that you have to go through to get to the next phase of this relationship. And it's between a mother and a daughter. So it's either you and your mother, or if you're the mother, you and your daughter that are going through this situation. And things will get better in the future, but they're stormy right now. You're going through it right now in August. And part of the problem here, or part of the issue, is that the two of you are just so different. It's like you're on opposite ends of this row of cards, and you're staring each other down. You're in opposite suits. You're in opposite everything. Like, one wants to be really stable. One wants to be really free. One wants to stick to what's tried and true. One wants to try new things. Like, almost, that's why it's like that mother-daughter type of feeling, where it's like you need to let the younger person be their own person, and the younger person needs to respect the older person for who they are and their life choices. It's just, you're so different that you're having a hard time seeing each other for who you really are, and you might even be clouding your vision with who you think the other person is. So if you're going through this and it's stressful, try to have an open mind to see the other person for who they really are, and not who you want them to be, and not who you think they are, but who they actually are. And that might be part of the problem, is you're not seeing who they actually are, and you are only projecting your own idea of who this person is, and it's causing conflict because your idea of who this person is doesn't match up with who they actually are. And it could be going both ways, where like they're doing the same thing to you. So if you keep that in mind, it might help. And I feel like this is something you're just going to have to work through. I'm not necessarily seeing it being resolved this month. So this could be part of a larger story that you're going through with this person. And it's definitely a story between two women. So if you're watching this and you're not going through this, it could be like a mother-daughter situation that's close to you somehow. And you might be like, why are these women acting crazy? Like, it's just, this is an all-encompassing situation that they're going through. But I think ultimately it will be good, and it will lead to a new phase in the relationship. As we go towards the end of the month, I am seeing a situation here where there's a karmic work connection, where you're learning something new about either a man you work with or the company you work for. And you're learning new information that you didn't know, and it's going to change how you view either this company or this person. And it looks like this person was withholding information from you. And once you find this out, it's going to be a little bit stressful, and it's something you're just going to have to go through. And it might be kind of draining, but I feel like it's just something you have to work through. So you kind of have a full plate this month. And this work situation here that I'm seeing might be part of the reason why you want to pursue this side project or this side income project that you haven't done before. Because your actual job, the 9-to-5 job, just isn't really in a good place. So I would keep that in mind too, where if you get an opportunity to either get a new job or do something on the side to make money, pursue that, because your main income source, your main job, is going through some changes at the end of the month, where you're going to be getting some new information and going through some karmic conflict there. So there you have it, Capricorn. The best advice I can give you is just try your best to see the situation for what it is. And that includes the situation itself as well as the people involved, and try not to project your own thoughts onto what's happening, but just to get really clear with what's going on. And that will help you a lot this month. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future.